Just in the nick of time, we got the roof on. How's that for luck? She's pouring, so we're gonna have to wait this out, guys. See where the storm takes us. Welcome to Alberta. I'm gonna suit up and brave the storm, guys. Can't waste any time here. One thing I remember to do last time I was here, guys, is pack in some nice dry firewood. I chopped that, covered it with the tarp. That way I'd have it for a crappy day like this. So we've got her partially enclosed now. Dog's happy and dry. I'm gonna finish putting on that tarp. I'm putting a camouflage tarp on the top. Just for more concealment, guys. You know, you don't want people seeing these things. You also, you know, I like camo. It's cool. Here we have our portable wood stove. Now I made this bad boy out of an old bolt keg. Simply cut a hole in there, put the lid back on, cut a hole in the lid, stove pipe. There you go, bingo bango. Nice little unit for heating this place up, also cooking on. A must have. Underneath the bed in the lean-to there, I store my firewood wrapped in a tarp. A couple other things stored in there. I got my galvanized bucket. In there there's a hammer, various nails, some rope, a wedge for splitting big logs, another wedge for splitting logs. All these guys here go hand in hand. They're a deadly combo. Got a nail puller. I'm looking for this bad boy here. Measuring tape. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this raised bed system here. Get those bed logs running all the way out to the end. I've designed this bed so it's the size of a double. It's made for 2 people to sleep in. Can hardly see the structure and we're only 10 feet away. That's exactly what we're looking for, guys. That nice concealment there. Perfect. Now for the bed, we're looking for little trees like this guy in front of us here. Like that guy leaning on a 45 angle. I'm gonna go around and collect some firewood and collect some wood for the bed. As you guys can see, there's no shortage of dead trees where I'm at. So no one to worry, I'm not cutting live trees. These are all dead standing and they're nice and dry and they make perfect firewood too. This is our last bed log here. Our raised bed is complete. Let's go put her in. You can see I got at least a queen size bed in here. Nice size. That's a little better view there, the old puppy dog. Now that we got the raised bed completed and the lean-to tarped in and our camp set up with our fire pit, wood burning stove, firewood, I'm going to start piling some debris up on the roof of the shelter here just for more concealment and insulation purposes. One of the items I brought along here is this emergency blanket. Now that's silver. What it does is it reflects your body heat back to you so you stay warm. The purpose I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it inside there on the back wall of the lean-to. And that way, when I have a fire out here, it's going to reflect that heat and try to keep the heat somewhat inside the lean-to shelter. So let's do that. Something this camera doesn't capture is the swarm of black flies that's out here. It's just relentless. It's been raining for the past 3 days. It's humid, and that's bringing out all these insects. They are everywhere. Not sure if you can see them, but they are disgusting. You see them buzzing around my cranium here? Thousands of them. So the foil insulation is now installed. And what I've done is I've gone ahead and made it so I can roll it up out of the place when it's not needed and tie it up. That way I can keep it rolled up for concealment once again. Once I leave this place, there won't be a giant reflective wall there, if anything, just what you see there. There she is deployed, guys. So that's going to reflect the heat back off the fire. Keep you nice and warm at night. Keep the little guy warm too. Also, as part of my kit, I too have an emergency blanket. What I'm going to do with this one is lay it down underneath my bedroll, shiny side up, and it reflects my body heat back at me. Now, something else I have in my kit are these candle lanterns. They're just a little glass globe and a tiny lantern that holds a tea light inside there, or an emergency candle, and that lights up the lean-to rather nice at nighttime. So go ahead and put those in. Now, one last addition we're going to add here will be a clear tarp on the front, and that will be able to roll up as well and be tied back out of the way. The reason we want that is on those really cold nights when we have ourselves a long fire burning in front of us, we drop down that clear shower curtain, really is what it is, and that holds a lot of heat inside this little lean-to. So now we're going to pile a whole bunch of debris around this guy, just for more concealment. On the roof, beside the walls, it's all over the place here. Another important thing you're going to need when you're bushcrafting is a good fire to keep yourself warm at night. In a lean-to with an open front like this, I'm going to employ something called the long fire. That's where you get 3 logs about the length of your body. That's what we need to start with. So let's get that, and I'll show you how to build one. Log number 1. Nice and dry pine, 4 feet long. Now we got to find 2 more of those. Find 2 more of those and we're looking good. Like I said, you need 3 4-foot long logs. And I'm about 2 steps away from my bed. 2 full steps. You're going to want them to be mostly round. Crap like this comes off. Okay, you want it round on the top and round on the inside. You'll see why after. Okay, now you're going to want about the width of your axe head in between these logs, or your fist. If you can fit your fist in there, that's good. So now that we have our 2 main logs, what we need are some pieces like this. You can break them in half. And then you stick them in here, like a V. That one's a little too short. We'll go ahead and be okay with being long on it. That there's a good size. About the length of your fingers to your forearm. Again, set those in here, like a V. Now this guy's a bit too big for what you're looking for, so we can't use him. Same as this guy. Too big. So we're making up some kindling here. This is firewood that I cut in my previous visit to my bush camp. You want nice sized kindling. And pack this sucker full of it. Packing her full of nice dry kindling wood. This is pine. You would really, for your 3 logs, prefer that it be of a hardwood. A poplar, you know, aspen, ash, something like that. It's going to burn hotter, it's going to burn longer. I don't have that available to me, so I'm using pine. This fire won't last as long because it is pine, but it's going to last me through the night to keep me warm. This dead spruce tree here is a jackpot for kindling wood. These dead spruce boughs, they start real good fires. You want to find stuff like this in the bush if you want to start a good fire. Now that we found our spruce boughs, we're going to stick those in here. This buddy is going to be a rager. So that's what you want there. A good bed to start the fire with. And now, the final touch is your top log. Now the reason you've put this V in here is to hold this log up. And as the fire burns, this log is going to turn itself into a wedge and want to fall down into there to continue burning all night. That's exactly what's going to happen. One more thing you want to do is pile rocks on the outside. That way it won't allow it to roll out. You just need something to hold it there, something that's not flammable. Your last step is to light this, and we'll see that later on today.